My name's Adam. This is my apartment. Nothing special, just the cheapest rent I could find at the time. I'm a father and a renter against rent control. I'm also against similar regulations, and here's why. First, regulations don't lower rents, they inevitably raise them. Just look at cities like New York and San Francisco, where rent stabilization laws have existed for over 30 years, but the rents in those cities are some of the highest in the nation. MIT housing economist Henry Pollakowski studied the impacts of New York's laws and found that the median rent of stabilized housing rose 24%, whereas unregulated housing rose only 17% in the same time period. Second, I refuse to pass along the cost to my child. In a USC study on the impacts of rent stabilization, Dr. Manuel concluded that 42% of offsetting welfare loss was experienced by future renters. What does that mean? It means ultimately that rents get higher on future generations and new renters are burdened with this. Our children should not have to pay that price. Third, regulating housing providers forces some of them to sell their properties. Tenants often get displaced in the process, and the rent on that property goes up. Dr. Max Gardner of UC Berkeley concluded in a study of San Francisco laws that tenants of rent-controlled units were 240% more likely per year to be evicted. We should not be making policies that lead more renters to lose their housing. I'm a renter. I understand how hard it is to rent in our current economy. We need to come up with ways to help the hardworking families who are struggling in our community. But we cannot regulate our way out of the housing crisis. Not only does it not work, but it backfires and hurts the renters most. Together, we need to build our way out of the housing crisis. I hope you'll join me.